In which of these problems is it easier to see who's at fault? The racial wealth gap is growing, or greedy CEOs take our money to buy their yachts, then tell us to blame each other for our hardships. Naming a villain motivates our base, the people who agree with us, but who we need to mobilize toward action. When naming a villain, avoid speaking in a passive voice. Saying things like, the racial wealth gap is growing, is passive. There's no action for them to take to fix it. It's nebulous and refers to a systemic problem that doesn't seem to have a solution. And way too often, this kind of passive voice makes audiences blame the victims of the problem, since there's no one else named. Instead, use an active voice, like, greedy CEOs take our money to buy their yachts and then tell us to blame each other for our hardships. The greedy CEOs are the villain, and we're showing how their actions directly impact people's lives. So people can easily see how they can take an action to fix this, like speaking out against corporate greed or electing politicians who will fix the problem. Another tip is to name our villains' motivations, which helps our message persuade more conflicted people. When we're explicit about the fact that villains rig the rules to benefit themselves at the expense of the rest of us, folks get a better analysis of who's to blame and why. And conflicted people are less likely to fall for our opposition's dog whistles that try to blame Black and brown people, trans kids, and people forced to struggle to make ends meet. No matter your campaign or issue, you're going to mobilize more of your base and persuade more of the middle when you explicitly name your villain and the motivation for their actions.